Okay, now let's go ahead and share the screen. I understand. Okay. So we're going to go through Lucifer. I think that's the first one that we should go through first. So big Lucy. And then we'll go to Lucifer's mother, HEXES. Yeah, then we'll go to Lucifer's mother, HEXES, and get this mug proper. Okay, let's see what we got. We got Lucifer is the archetypal adversary and the devil of the Christian faith and tradition. He has many forms and masks and appears in many different guises. On the draconian path, we encounter him as the emperor of the night side, which the primordial form that predates Christian legends and stories that have little to do with Christian imagery of the spirit of evil. In the sin of pride and rebellious nature. In ancient myths, he is Phosphoros, the morning star associated with Venus. So Lucifer being the morning star has to do with Venus, okay? So when you talk about something like Aphrodite would be the same as a Lucifer, because Lucifer is nothing more than Venus, the morning star, and Aphrodite is nothing more than Venus, the morning star, and Ushun is nothing more than Venus, the morning star. It's just Venus. So, if we're doing some type of magical working or some type of witchcraft and we're using sigils in our magic, and we're using Lucifer, then we should probably use the sigil or the seal of Venus. Because, we're really just working with planets here. That's what it all is seeming to turn down to. Like, these are just names for the planets, right? We got in Kabbalistic theories, he is associated with the hidden cipher of Thoth, which fell or described to or descended to levels of man, awakening the forbidden power of creation and sexual energy, which is represented by the fruits of knowledge offered to man by the serpent in the Garden of Eden. In the Kabbalah, the fall of angels and their sexual union with man ignites the union of the worlds and opens the forbidden path of soul ascension. So then we'd have the sigil of Lucifer and draconian technology. So the draconian path, they have their own sigils that they work with, and this is the sigil that they use. So I do think that, like I said earlier, I already did my ritual for my clients, but we should be giving blood. So I want to draw this sigil, and I encourage you guys to draw it as well. Yes, sir, because we got us as a full moon. What do I even do with that other book? Okay, so now let's go ahead and keep going from here. We got Draconian Sigil of Lucifer. In old grimoires and books of magic, Lucifer is the king of hell, the infernal emperor presiding over the entire infernal hierarchy. In traditions of demonology, he rules the element of air and the direction of east, while three other infernal kings preside over the other remaining elements and directions. Leviathan, king of the west and over water. King Belial, king of the north and over earth. King Satan, king of fire and king of the south. And Faustian traditions, he is the chief ruler of hell. It is Lucifer that guides Faust into the pact, while Mephistopheles, however you say that shit, Mephistopheles or something like that, is the mediator and executor of his orders. In European witchcraft, Lucifer is believed to have been created by the primordial goddess who partnered herself to become two separate beings. Lucifer, her light side, and the goddess remains darkness. His dark solar power is exact opposite of the lunar current of the goddess and merges in their entities, blah, 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 blah. They believe it's also called Diana. We read this shit the other day. I swear to God, we just read this shit like the other day, y'all. Now that video is already on YouTube. I just want to go over these ones as we're beginning tonight. I want to begin with these incantations, and then we're double down to Hecate, because I want us to go through Hecate really more than a lot of these other ones. And some of the other ones like Set, I feel like would be good for us to charge ourselves with as well. Okay. Let's just put our buddy here for you guys. Now where we at? So we got, now you guys want to actually say the incantation out loud. That's what you guys really want to do. You want to say the incantation out loud as I read it. So we have, I am Lucifer, the angel and the devil, the father of serpents, the spirit of rebellion, initiator of the way. I am the emperor of all spirits above and below, he who has built his kingdom in everlasting darkness, the son of the morning, star of the dawn, the shining one. I am the adversary in the Garden of Eden, eternal accuser and destroyer, father of abominations and enemy of faith. I am the seducer who tempts man with the fruits of knowledge. I corrupt and defile the souls and infect with forbidden knowledge. And I transform in the hearts of the sacred and unholy fire. I have 1,000 forms and 1,000 faces, and I speak with 1,000 tongues. I am the light bearer and the Lord of the night. I am the wicked serpent. I am the seduce man with the promise of knowledge, and I seduce men with the promise of knowledge of power, and awaken the soul from the slumber of ignorance. I illuminate the way of the heart of eternity. I am the spirit of darkness and light, and I hold the keys to secret. I hold the keys to secret of Empyrean heights and infernal depths. I am the Lord of the Trident. I guide the ascending souls on the path of the gods and on the backward path of the devil. I am the dark god of the Cliffoth and the emperor of the night side, he who resides in the midst of darkness, in the heart of the void. I open the gates to the path of the dragon. I open the gates to the path of the dragon, and I ignite the flame of godhood in the heart of man. I am the spirit of liberation and of enlightenment. I am Lucifer. Lilith is the most famous personification of the feminine current of the night side. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really agree. She's the most famous. I definitely think she definitely is famous, but I don't know if she's the most famous. It's a little strong. We got Invocation of Lilith. So you guys want to also repeat this one. I am Lilith, passion, death, and ecstasy, mother of demons, maiden and harlot. I am the fire that bursts the veil of the illusions, and I open the way to the womb of the night. I am the queen of harlots who holds the grail with blood of the moon, she who dwells in the desert caves of the Red Sea. I am the mother of abortions, for I transform flesh into spirit, and I ignite the longing for transcendence. I am the alien woman who seduces and leads the righteous unto the path of fornication, and the scarlet whore who rides upon the backs of the blind dragon. I am the queen of Sheba and the consort of God. I am the bride of the devil who rules the kingdom of eternal shadow. I am the ancient one, for I am older than mankind. I am the sinful woman, for I am never satisfied. My forked tongue drips with deadly venom and with sweet nectar. My eyes are as black as death and as bright as burning embers. My breath is as stench as carrion and the fragrance of roses. My womb is the lair of the worm and the alcove of delight. My kiss is the bite of the serpent that poisons illusions of the world and uncovers the true image of the universe. I am the eternal seducer, she who revealed the gifts of Gnosis in the Garden of Eden, and I liberate mankind from the shackles of mindless ignorance. I am the flame of desire in the heart of man, and the serpent fire that burns all obstacles on the path of the dragon. I open the gateway of the kingdom of the eternal darkness. I open the gateway to the kingdom of eternal darkness. I open the gateway to the kingdom of eternal darkness, and I illuminate the way through the night. I am the mother of dark wisdom, and I am the end of all flesh, the womb and the grave. I am Lilith. Skip past y'all. Let's hit Leviathan. Now, y'all not. I don't even think you guys are even drawing these sigils and everything. So y'all don't really need me to stick around to this. So you guys can draw sigils, right? Like y'all good. If y'all want sigils and shit, just let me know if y'all want sigils. I do want to see what this Leviathan sigil about though. I ain't even gonna play with you, y'all. I want to see what this shit hitting for. I want to know, is this my next sigil I'm gonna be using or not? Let me know what the fuck is going on. So y'all have to give me a second because I want to actually. I'm a real witch, you know what I mean. I actually do real witchcraft, so I actually like to write the sigils down and do the magic. I know you guys just like to watch me do it. Y'all don't actually like to actually say the incantations or actually do the goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually going to take a second and write these sigils down so I can have them in my grimoire, and I can use these sigils later on. I'm also going to light some incense. The incense that I'm going to light is going to be some dragon's blood. Since we're doing draconian magic, we might as well light some dragon's blood. I had a dream last night, and I normally don't dream because I smoke a lot of weed, but I had a dream last night, and I can't remember what I dreamed. I can't remember what I dreamed. The hardest thing to do is remember what I dreamed last night. For some reason, but I remember, like, I dreamed little bits and pieces. I remember this. But I can't remember what I dreamed, though. You know what I mean? Okay, got it. I had to draw that sigil. Okay. We have I am Leviathan, the dragon of the apocalypse, seven-headed beast, monster of the sea, lord of storms and light and lightning. I am the dragon of the infernal abyss, who swallows in the setting sun in the west. I am the ancient serpent slumbering in the underworld of the soul, where forgotten knowledge and power awaits to be reawakened. My back is made of rows of shields. Out of my mouth goes flaming torches, and sparks of fire leap forth. Out of my nostrils come forth poisonous smoke. My heart is hard as a stone. My seething breath stores the seas and waves. My eyes are like the eyelids of the dawn. I arrive with thunder and lightning to rip the worlds apart, to destroy the old world and to make place for the new one. No weapon can hurt me. When I rise, the mighty are overcome with fear. When I move, I leave a shining wake behind. I am older than man and gods who created mankind. I was here before all and shall be here when everything ceases to exist. I have witnessed the rise and fall of worlds and the birth and death of stars. I am the Lord of Atlantis, the guardian of the pathways of the dragon. I am the watcher over the lost knowledge of the ancients. I dwell in the black seas of infinity. I am at the thresholds of dreaming and waking, at the crossroads of the above and the below. I stir the dreams of man in the waters of the soul, and I bend all in my infinite essence. I am the primordial. I am primordial. I am primal, eternal, timeless. I am Leviathan. Hecate is teacher of witchcraft and the guide to our personal underworld. The depths of herself, she is the guardian of the mystical crossroads, where all worlds meet. Yes, intersect and become one. In myths, her legend is that she's the mother of witchcraft and the goddess of dark magic. Her origins are found in ancient Anatolia. Her origins are really found in ancient Turkey. So I think Anatolia is in fucking Greece, and she's found in Turkey. So Aunt Ron, motherfucker, do a little harder research. We got, and her cult was widely known throughout ancient. Oh no, Antalya. Oh no, wait, Antalya is Turkey. I was in Antalya. What the fuck? I was in Antalya. That's when he had that big ass earthquake at. Oh my god, she did. Okay, you did it right. My fault. My fault. My fault. So then, yeah, Antalya is in Turkey. It's also throughout Greece. It was believed that she appeared at night at the crossroads, accompanied by dogs. This is crazy because there are so many dogs in fucking Antalya. Ghouls and rafts. She's endowed witches with power over forces of nature, revealed secret herbs, and introduced her followers into rites of transformation and transgression. Her kingdom was that of the wild animals, hounds, wolves, and serpents. Her witchcraft also included mysteries of transformation into beasts and practices resembling shamanistic transitions of shape-shifting. These cults refer to her concepts of life and death and mystical transformation through death and rebirth. And she was also known as the goddess of necromancy. She was benevolent and generous, both to nature and to her worshippers, as well as ruthless and responsible for all nocturnal atrocities and malefic witchcraft. She ruled the earth and the sky and the sea and decided about human fates. But she could also endow men with wealth, power, and fame, protected soldiers in battle and sailors at sea, watched over justice in courts, and granted victories in competitions. And finally, she was also associated with the moon and worshipped as the goddess of lunar magic on this full moon. In the Draconian tradition, initiations into her mysteries is the descent into the inner darkness through portals and tunnels of the night side, where knowledge of ourselves and our universe lie concealed, awaiting to be rediscovered. Hecate leads us through paths of our own underworld to the gates of hell, where the terrifying Cerberus guards the long forgotten secrets of power and immortality. The key to the door is in the hand of the goddess, and her torch is the flame of illumination, the inner fire shining into the depths of the initiate's mind and rites of draconian magic. She is the guide through mysteries of witchcraft and the first initiator on the path, the one who meets the aspiring initiate at the crossroads of the worlds, leading us into the womb of Lilith through leading us to the wombs of Lilith through the gateway of the night side. She shows us that she's outside my house. shows us that she's outside my windows, moving around me like this. As I'm reading this, I keep on seeing something just moving around the windows, going around or whatnot. I'm like, if Hecate is always welcome in my home. Hecate, in her presence, is always welcome in my home. And any spirits that Hecate has sent for my good are always welcome in my home as well. Now, if you're just some other witch, because you know Hecate, because you're just some other witch, and you're interested in working with me, get in line. Get in line, bitch. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. Get in line. There's a lot of witches want to work with me right now. Okay, a lot of them, and I'm in no rush. Let's see what we got. What's happening, y'all? So let's see where we at. We're at through the outside, she shows us parts of ourselves that we are not aware of. That which has to be confronted and embraced in our personal initiatory process. And she is the excellent guide for those practitioners who take their first steps in the path. So if you're just now beginning on this path, you definitely should be going through Hecate. Hecate, however you want to say it. But you definitely should be going through her. And we're going to draw her sigil. How you want me to draw that shit? I don't know why they always make all these Hecate sigils. Every sigil that there is of Hecate is all complicated. Can't y'all make y'all sigils as easy as Lilith? I don't get it. Magic isn't meant to be easy. Why the fuck isn't it? Moon, torch, torch. All right, does that look right to you? I think that looks right to me. Okay, so we drew the sigil for Hecate that we're gonna burn tonight. We got I had to hit the gas for that one. We got I am Hecate, mother of witchcraft, queen of all that dwell in heaven, queen of all that are pure upon earth, queen of all sorcerers of hell, goddess of three faces. I am the lady of the crossroads, and I lead the souls into the underworld to find the wisdom of the ancients. My path is as black as the night, eternal and never ending. I am the queen of all herbs that heal and poison the bodies of man. I am Cathonia, and I rule the mysteries of earth. I am Enodia, and I open the path into the night. I am Claudius, and I hold the key to the gate of the void. I am Phosphorus, and I carry the torch of the torch that illuminates the way. I am Triodetus, and I stand in the crossroads of heaven, hell, and earth. I am Propilia, and I guard the doors of the night side. I am a Protropia, and I protect travelers on their journey. I am Propolos, and I accompany the souls on their quest for knowledge. I am Satira, and I guide man through Liberath of the unknown. That's what I need your help with that Liberath um, puzzle. I am the goddess of the night, the lady of the crooked path, the mistress of the moon, and the keeper of the keys. With my torchlight, I guide the souls on the path of darkness. Through ancient crafts, I reveal forgotten secrets of witchcraft. With my poisons, I poison the senses, and I open them for the visions of the other side. With my sacred fire, I awaken the spark of immortality in the souls of man, and I teach the mysteries of transformation, so that man may travel into the hearts of the underworld. I carry my torch through endless night. I am the queen of shadow. I am Hecate. Yeah. She's that. She one of them ones, man. She one of them ones, man. She one of them ones, man. Window real quick. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna piss real quick. Well, I'll be right back for round two. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, what's TikTok mad at me for that now? This is the line with you. Why? I ain't doing anything but read a book. So I have to accept the live. So we're about to start on Bilal next, you guys. We're gonna go to Bilal next. We're gonna just set it. Yeah, it's just fucking nuts, bro. This shit said that my live, they're mad. They try to say my live that I was just on had fake engagement. Bro, all I'm doing is reading a book. Like, fuck is y'all niggas talking about? What do you mean? I'll write y'all in the morning time. Anyway, let's go back to reading this book. Let's go back live real quick. Let me go back live on here again. But they made me reset my whole entire fucking live, saying that, oh, you have fake engagement. What do you, all I'm doing is reading a fucking book. Fake engagement where? But y'all jealous because y'all trying to shadow ban me and your shadow bans don't work and people keep on coming to my live anyway? Oh, is that what you're mad about? You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can't get mad at me for witchcraft. So I have to write them in the morning time. That's crazy work. Need some between time. Let's go back live. Okay, now where is that? We have Bilal. Bilal is what we're gonna do next. So let's go ahead and read up on Bilal. What I do with my damn writer? Okay. Bilal. Bilal appears in old grimoires such as the Goetia, where he is mentioned among 72 spirits, consisting the main part of the book, or in the Grimoire Verum, where he is identified with Beelzebub. Although often Belial and Beelzebub are seen as two different beings, the Goetic legend of King Solomon mentions a story of how the monarch imprisoned evil spirits in a bronze vessel, which he then cast into a deep lake in Babylon, believing that the vessel contained a hidden treasure. The Babylonians retrieved it, broke the seal, and the demons were then spread out back into the world. When the seal was broken, all spirits immediately flew out and disappeared to their former dwelling places, except for Belial, who entered a statue and became an oracle to his worshippers, thus acting as an intermediary between spirit and magicians, and the gateway to the power of the Goetia. Such is also the primary role in draconian self-initiatory magic. There are many theories on the initiatory value of Goetia, claiming that the number of 72 correspond to the secret names of God and the Simham Farash. And the demons described in the grimoire are either dark aspects of God or constitutes of the body and the adversary, or the adversary. Demonic sigil of Belial. Bro, I'm not drawing all that shit. You got me fucked up. I'll draw the regular sigil below. Y'all doing too much. Y'all want people to draw that shit? Bro, what the fuck, bro? This is like a tattoo. Okay, what was that? That would kind of be a sick tattoo though. I might get that shit on me. Might be a thigh tat. All right, we got fuck no. We got we got I love you, Bilal, but I can't get that shit on my fucking thigh. Hell no, that's a weird fucking tat to have on your thigh, nigga. The back of my calf muscle, maybe I could put something like that on the back of my calf muscle. So when I'm walking in shorts, motherfuckers can see my calf muscle, see that shit right there. Yeah, I can do that right there. I can do something like that. We got when the study of the hidden name of God is the subject of mysticism, believed to grant the power over the universe, restore the lost balance, and gain access to higher planes in order to unite with the divine. And the exploration of the 72 goetic daemons lead to the deconstruction of the worlds through anti-cosmic currents of the adversary. These demons are described in grimoires as spirits that can endow the initiate with knowledge, wisdom, and power. Their forces can be used both in benevolent magic and in malefic sorcery. They can also be approached as particular self-initiatory principles constituting the adversarial current on the left-hand path. All this magic is accessed through Belial. The magic of Goetia is related to the underworld and chthonic regions of the self that belong to the night side. Belial prepares consciousness for the journey through these realms and protects the initiate from being devoured and destroyed by the immensity of the void and the initiate from being destroyed by the immensity of the void and the right of the draconian magic. He often manifests in a reptilian skin, representing the mystical armor that protects the initiate on the path of the night side. It appears surrounded by serpents, which also confirm that he is one of the primordial dragons or primordial draconian gods. Oh, could it be that? This shit here? Oh, was it that? Got you. Okay. Because I'm like, why does it keep on saying that I'm redirecting people off my page? I'm not redirecting anybody because it says Cash App. Stupid. Okay, my fault. Let's keep it going real quick, you guys. So we're about to get into the incantation of Belial. Now, we talked about how when Belial appears, he usually shows up with like serpents or snakes or dragons. For me, he showed up with dinosaurs. It was the weirdest fucking dream, yo. I was in Walmart, and then all the lights went out, and then there were just like a bunch of velociraptors in Walmart, like dinosaur velociraptors and shit. There were just like a shit ton of dinosaurs, but the dinosaurs were like they were destroying everybody, but they weren't touching me. It's like I got up and I was walking out, and they would look at me, and then they would attack everybody else. And as I walked out the Walmart, I walked all the way to my car and shit. And when I got to my car, there was the sigil of Belial on a white piece of paper, and it was red, and they were like scales. It was like there were scales by it, exactly how it talks about here. And that's when Belial started working with me. They always appear to you in your dream. They always will come to you in your dream to let you know that they're with you, that they're connected to you, that they're here to protect you and keep you safe while you're going on this journey. There's a lot of religious people out here who will try and paint a different picture, you know, and that's fucking crazy because it's like you've never worked with these spirits. How are you going to try and tell me how they are? You're going off of some old belief and system that was set up against any forms of spirituality other than Catholicism. So it's like, of course, they're going to say anything and every other spirit is evil because it's fucking Catholicism. But who's killed the most people? Catholicism. Who's done the most wickedness and started slave trades? Catholicism. Catholicism is the fucking devil, not these spirits over here. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. That's some 36 shit for your ass. Let's keep going. The night side appears surrounded by serpents, which also confirm that he is the primordial dragon, draconian god. Like other draconian gods, he has many masks covering his true face and manifests in many different forms, sometimes resembling Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. Also, he is also identified with Baal or Bel, you know, who we love to talk about on the page. And the god of war. And he is he's also with Baal, the god of war, and in this form he is an excellent teacher of ancient warfare, especially in the dominion of destruction. Sometimes he comes as a red-skinned, bald-headed man with a piercing fierce gaze, wearing a dark robe. He rarely travels alone, and we often encounter him together with his many legions. And then we have Belial. This doesn't direct nobody off the platform. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe it's just because it was up here. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna reset it real quick. Yeah, I don't get why it's saying I'm directing people off the platform. I haven't even told anybody to get off the platform. So why is it saying you're redirecting people off the platform? I don't know, but the weed tastes so good. Trying to get back to work. Okay, we back. All right, now, I am Belial, Lord of demons and of spirits of darkness, keeper of the ancient knowledge, he who was created next after Lucifer, mighty and powerful king. I guard the paths of the Empyrean heights and the infernal depths. I speak with the voice of all infernal spirits. I am, and I come to man in a chariot of fire. I reveal the treasures of the earth, and I grant favors of friends and of foes. I am the Lord of forbidden knowledge, guardian of the gate of the night side, and guide of the pathways of the dragon. With the light of Lucifer's fire, I illuminate the way through the night. I reveal to man the gnosis of the dark oracle, the wisdom of the ancients. I am the Lord of the left-hand path. I have no masters, and I bow to no one. I open the gates to the path of shadows, to the underworld of souls. I am the adversary of the father of lies, and I awaken lawlessness in the hearts of man. I dwell in the depths among the wastelands of civilization and beneath the sands of time. I am the Lord of the North, spirit of hostility and destruction. I am the Lord of the living and Lord of the dead, and I slay the mortal bodies of man, so it may become the flesh and blood of the primordial gods. I am the ruler of this world. I am Belial. I am Set, Lord of crimson desert, bringer of scorching sun, the serpent of the dragon, the serpent and the dragon, the self-created God. I am the adversary that awakens sleeping souls and leads them on the path of liberation. I am the God of storms and change, he who brings forth darkness and fire and light. I am the Lord of the night. My breath is scorching heat and penetrating cold. My gift is the black flame. Yeah. And I ignite the will and desire on the path of darkness and fire. I am alone, and all is contained within me. I am omnipotent. I am omniscient. For what I do not does not come to being. I am omnipotent, for nothing happens without my will. I am omnipresent, for nothing exists where I am not. I am I am the companion to those who travel through the gate of the setting sun. I am with Ra in the barricade of millions of years. I open the pathways of the night side for those who seek rebirth in the womb of the night. I am Pekerbeth, the dragon of the underworld. I am Erbeth, he who sends forth storms. I am Bolchuseth, he who serveth the cord, who severs the cord and strikes with force. I am Typhon, the shaker of the earth. I am Sutuak, he who comes forth by night. I am the red god, giver of life and bringer of death. My name is mighty and terrible among gods. I am the enemy of the blind ignorance, and I strike down the serpent of chaos. My fearsome fire burns weakness and clears the way to freedom and power. I am the prince of darkness. I am Set. Arachne. Now, Arachne is an interesting one because Arachne is, they say she's a spider goddess, but I've used her and the spider goddess for like getting clientele, clients, more money, um, uh, uh, really like get like when I talk to you guys about getting like my $5,000 clients, my $10,000 clients, my $15,000 clients, you know, that's something that's very hard to do when you're doing it off of just you telling people you do magic and you showing people reviews. You know, it's like you're not actually giving a person an item. You know, they're paying you $15,000, and then you're telling them, okay, here's a picture of me doing your spell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to be able to even sell those type of numbers, you have to do some type of witchcraft. And this is one of the deities that I use. This is one of the deities that I was initiated in, and that has taught me about when you're going to, when you're doing what you're doing to make a living, you have to make sales. And therefore, you have to set a web. Your web is what's going to catch all your clients in your web. And then from you catching these clients, then you can then do your business, your magic, your volatile shit. But ultimately, your goal is to catch the client so that way you can feed yourself. You know, and so this spider goddess really teaches you how to like set that web, you know, in forms of business for you to be able to conquer. You know, so we're going to read about her a little bit. We got Draconian Sigil for Arachne. The spider itself is an ancient symbol of growth and destruction, mystery and fate, poison and healing. In Hindu lore, the representation of Maya illusion. At the same time, it stands for the art of manipulation. Mhm. For our destinies and the ability to maintain balance between past and future, spiritual and physical creation and destruction. The world we live in is interconnected with various levels that work and interact with one another, thus weaving the web that forms the veil of illusion. What we perceive as reality is the outer picture of the whole process. At the particular moment, we are in the center of this network. Like a spider weaving it's spreading like a spider weaving and spreading its web across empty space. We pull strings, create new threads, link particular points in the network, linked to particular points in the network, etc. But it will happen in a random, uncontrolled way, as we can only see the outer picture. The structure behind it is hidden from our perception. Arachne teaches us the root of all things and the void. Her venom dissolves mundane consciousness and opens the way to clear seeing. Through successive injections of uh, absorption, abs- abs- absorption in particular venoms, black callus of the goddess, we learn that all matters is illusion, and it can be poisoned, dissolved, molded, shaped, um, uh, decomposed, and created anew. She knows how to use the gaze through the veil of illusion and see the web itself, how to change and manipulate it at its root, and can invoke and by invoking her essence and observing her venom callus, we acquire the power to weave the web. See, like I'm saying, thus becoming the true center of the universe and the very root of all manifestation. This is what I'm saying. This deity, I'm trying to tell y'all, don't gotta listen to me. You don't gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen, but I am telling you, this deity will help you to weave webs and business and will help you to make money like you never thought you could get. You can set your price to a number and it will help you to weave a web that will catch clients who can afford that number. This is something real big for manifesting. If you guys have not, you really want to work with this spirit. I'm just trying to let you know on the full moon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and say this incantation. If you guys want to, you guys can say it as well. I am Arachne, spider queen of space, she who spins the web of fate, goddess of venomous alchemy, seducer of souls, devourer of the gods. I am the goddess of the void, she who opens the secret gateways between dimensions and teaches the art of traveling through the pathways of the spider. She who rises to consume the world in her venom. I am the goddess of 1,000 names and 1,000 faces. She who holds all gifts and powers of life and death, and who weaves chaos from order and order from chaos. I am the chalice of venom and divine nectar, the source of wisdom and inspiration. I am the queen of the dead, and I bring death and rebirth in the womb of the dragon. I am the mother and the destroyer. I am the black elixir of transformation, change, and becoming. I am the black womb of the universe, she who delivers all life and devours it in the cycle of the universe. I am the goddess of the night, she who awakens the dead and puts the living to eternal sleep. I am the spider that spins the webs, spins web across all worlds and dimensions. I am the mistress of dreams, and I guide the souls through the realms of the night and fantasies. I am the serpent, the spider, and the moon. Those who seek my knowledge, I guide in between space and angles. Those who do not dare to face me, I trap in my web and I devour them. I am the mystery of life and death, life and darkness, light and darkness, day and night. I spin my web of destiny and I create my own paths into infinity. I am the spider, the weaver, and the cutter. I am Arachne. Yeah. Shout out to Arachne. We need that energy. Now, coming up next on this full moon, wow, we have a huge full moon. The moon looks amazing out there. Coming up next, we got a personal favorite, which is going to be Sekhmet, warrior goddess, vampiric energy, like can't be appeased until she has enough blood. After she gets enough blood, then she'll be like, all right, I'm drunk off of your blood. I can go ahead and chill now. But has no chill anytime beforehand. You know what I'm saying? There's a show on Netflix. I forget the name of it, though. But they talked about Sekhmet. I like your sigil. Incantation of her essence is the invocation of the Eros force in raw, unbridled manifestation. Intoxication with life and ecstasy of existence in itself. Her flames consume all that binds us to stagnation. She is the very essence of movement, raging blaze that burns everything in its way. Her flaming energy is the scorching sun of the apocalypse, the force of the divine order, initiating evolution through destruction. The old world must be burned so that the new one could arise from the dust, like a phoenix. This is that is reborn through the ashes and flames. Her burning rays kill in the ruthless way that in a most ruthless way, and can destroy a whole army. A bloodlust, which is the hunger for a life itself, is never satisfied. She is sometimes associated with Set, the fierce god that of the desert. But while the dominion of Set is chaos, Sekhmet is believed to maintain divine order. Her force is destructive, but always manifests at appropriate time and to the appropriate people. Her gnosis is the affirmations of life, sexuality, and joy, but also fierceness and dread. Is the ecstasy of liberation from all bounds and stagnation in the primordial unbridled form that can be both intoxicating and frightening. We can invoke her for strength, liberation from weakness, addictions, disease, toxic attachments, and all that binds us in our progress and prevents us from moving forward. She stands for destruction of obstacles and enemies. And this can mean many things for people and actions that bind us in our growth to harmful habits, disease, and personal barriers that weaken our destructive ascent. So yeah, she definitely can. So you know what I mean? Like I said, she can definitely destroy your weakness with your weak ass. She can destroy your addictions with your addicted ass. She can destroy your diseases with your infected ass. She can take away your toxic attachments with your I can't let his ass go looking ass. And she can help you with all forms of binding. So we definitely needed to keep Sekhmet around. That's somebody we definitely want to have on our team. We got invocation of Sekhmet. We say, I am Sekhmet, the lady of the place of the beginning of time. She who was before the gods. My gaze is the ferocious gaze of the lioness. My hands and feet are the claws of the beasts of prey. My arms and legs are strong, and I am never exhausted. My ears are the ears of the lioness, and my voice is the roar of the wilderness. My skin is golden radiance of the sun. My teeth are sharp like fangs. I speak. Oh, let me drop a little more of this incense while we got this big ass full moon. I speak with tongues of serpents and lions. I am the scorching eye of Ra and the queen of the wastelands. I dwell in the waste, and no one shall seek me by night, for I rise with the crimson blaze of the dawn. No man or God shall detain me. No weapon shall harm me. No obstacle shall stop me. Neither the dead nor the living shall stand in my way. For I am the lady of slaughter, God, and the goddess of war. I am the wrath of justice. I am the wrath of. I'm going to kill this fucking little fly. I am the wrath of justice and overcome all enemies. I am the creator and the destroyer. I am the breath of the desert, and I am the glory of the blazing sun. My path is the path of the dread and joy. I am the terror, and I am the ecstasy. Terrible is my name among the gods. I ignite passion and desire in the hearts of man. My ways are open to those whose hearts burn with the flames of lust, and I am the destroyer of the weak, and the giver of ecstasies, defender of and the scorcher of the earth, fierce, ferocious avenger of the mistress of the dead, and the mistress of the dead. I am the lady of might and power against the enemies. I strike with the swiftness of a lion, and I seize my prey with my sharpened claws. For I am the great devourer. To those who dare to call me, I bring lust and fury, courage and fight, and desire and of victory. I despise weakness, and I cherish strength and beauty. I am the lady of the flame. I am Sekhmet. You got Nama. I am Nama, princess of screeching, sister and daughter of Lilith, she who bestows worldly honors, pleasures, and riches, the lady of the gate. I am the princess of screeching, she who flies through the night and screeches in the desert. I am the serpent whose deadly bite brings intoxication and freedom. I am the owl that reveals the wisdom of the. All right, get your in. Oh my God, gosh, y'all. We gonna get his ass before the night's done. Where's that? I am the owl that reveals the wisdom of the other side. I am beautiful, for I tempt and seduce those who seek the gnosis of the night side. I am pleasant, for I teach the ways of ecstasy and fulfillment. I am groaning, for I come with hosts of rafts and specters of howling in the dark. I am sleeping, for I rule in the realms of dreams and nightmares. I am the guardian of the gate. I dwell in the threshold of the dreaming and the waking, and I lead the souls into the wombs of the moon. I am the unholy temptress, mistress of the night, blood and witchcraft. I am the midnight hauntress, and I seize my prey with my sharp claws. My gnosis is the wisdom of the earth. I teach the pleasure of the flesh, and I fill the world with abominations of terrors of the night. I am the lunar goddess, the maiden of and the vampire. I bewitch the souls and I bewitch the soul and lead it to eternity through the womb and the grave, silver waters and the oceans of blood, to destroy the veils between the truth and illusion. I am the mistress of life and death. I separate the souls from the flesh. I lifted on the wings of the midnight ecstasies. I am the lover and the reaper. I am Nama. There he goes. I knew it was gonna pop up sometime. I'm like, damn, we just get straight into it, huh? All right, you guys. Asmodeus is encountered in demonology and old magical grimoires. His name is derived from Avestan language, and he is associated with Middle Eastern demon of wrath called Ashma where Asma means wrath and Deva signifies demon, which reflects his furious and dynamic nature. He is also known as Asmodee, um, a, um, Asma, Asmodee, Asmodee, Hasmodee, etc. In the Kabbalah, Asmodeus is the ruling demon king of Golachab, and he is called the destroyer of God. He represents the lust and fury of the Cliffa, the harsh ordeal and torment of torment and temptation. He is the seducer of souls, bringing ecstasy to the initiate who succeeds in his tests and sufferings. To those who fell on the path of the night side in demonology, he is one of the seven princes of hell who rules the element of fire in the direction of west. Then on that list of the seven deadly sins, he represents lust and lures men into acts of sexual deprivation. He is also mentioned in the Talmud and a number of Jewish legends as a demon of carnal desire and promiscuity, breaking martial vows and including debauchery and blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm getting bored with that shit. You guys are telling me anything I don't know. Desire and passion as contrast with torture and suffering. The key concepts with this gnosis are desire and suffering. He teaches the initiate that they can affect us on many different levels, not limited to sexuality, but also health, friendship, and relationships with other people, emotions, and many other mundane spheres of day-to-day life. They can they can be painful and unbearable, as well as motivating and driving us to action. This desire is not limited to sexual lust, but manifests as longing for something, craving for more, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and go to this thing. I am Asmodeus, king of fire, he who brings lust and rage, the destroyer of God. I am the seducer of souls and the destroyer of the weak, he who inspires man to seek wisdom through the paths of flames, Lord of torment and ecstasy. I am the burning one, guardian of the gates of Golachab. I seduce man and I teach how to forge spirits and transmute it into flesh. I ignite strength in the hearts of man to force ordeals and challenges on the path and I take away weakness and hesitation. I am the demon of rage and wrath. I bring terror and destruction. I cannot be bound. I cannot be bound. I suffer to no fetters. I am the Lord of genocide who spares no one, Prince of revenge and disobedience. I am the Lord of burned desires and agony of passion, ecstasy of fulfillment and bitterness of disillusionment. I bring torment and suffering, and I ground man on the way of and I guide man on the way of lust and fury. I am ever burning and everlasting. I set the world on fire, and I rejoice in watching it burn. I rise on flaming wings of the dragon above the infernal teachings upon the ashes of the world. I am fire and the apocalypse, the devouring gorge, the exploding volcano, and the burning scourge of the universe. I am the living essence of fire, mighty warrior, invisible God. I am Asmodeus, Mephistopheles. This follows after creation. All right, this guy, as is provided, this descent of energy into matter and thus allow for manifestation in material realm. It was the adversary that showed man the path of godhood and taught people how to release their hidden potential. Mephistopheles is a personification of the adversary in the Western culture. He is the spirit of eternal progress and movement, acting against cosmic order and inspiring the desire of transcendence in the hearts of man. Uh, should we do this one too, you guys? Or should we do something else? We got Samael, Tiamat. Okay. Look at this right here. Someone says, I fell asleep listening to your Lucifer meditation for 90 days straight. It brought so much money to me. For a fact, it's because Lucifer, he's one of those ones, man. Lucifer will bring you like so much fucking abundance. He'll bring you so much fucking abundance, so much wealth, so much real money into your life. Working with him, you know what I mean? Especially him and Clauneck together. Like that audio is a spell. So you did a spell for 90 days just by listening to it. Good job. Now that is a good job. Decorate your temple with dragon serpent symbols, statues of pictures of dragons, pictures of draconian gods, sigils of deities summoned in the workings, bones or other body parts of serpents, any other items you use in your normal ritual work. On the altar or place a chalice filled with red liquid representing the blood of the dragon, preferably wine or non-alcoholic drink of red color. You will also need a dagger, a knife, or another ritual blade, a red candle, at least one, preferably seven. Wait, oh shit, preferably seven. All right, we can do that. I think I got some red candles. If you use incense in your work, I recommend dragon's blood or another strong aromatic fragrance with the ceremony opening in which I include the patron deities that I have worked with, regardless of basis, blah 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 blah. Approaching the altar, light the candles, burn the incense, draw the opening sigil or symbol in the air in front of you. This can be the trident, the pentagram, the star of the cliff off. Visualize burning in black space, opening the gateway to the current of the dragon. Focus on it for a moment and breathe in the air charged by the energies of the current until you feel your body vibrate slightly. The vibration concentrating in your third eye. Then begin the ceremony with the following words. I, surround the shaman, ignite the fire of the dragon, and I proclaim my will here on this earth and in the infinity of the void. May Lucifer fill me with divine light. May Lilith open for me the gates of the night. Leviathan, the dragon of the void, shall unite with which is above, with which is the rest below. And the flame of godhood within shall become a torch that shall guide me through the darkness of the path. Enomin Draconis, Hodracon, Homagus. I take the chalice into your left hand, the dagger into your right hand, and face the four cardinal directions above and below. sprinklings speaking the following words. In the west, we're going to say, I open the gate of the sunset in the west, and the name of Leviathan, the great serpent that rules over the great ocean of the universe, Leviathan, Taninaver, Liftok Klefat. Hold on, let me use my chalice. Let me grab my chalice and actually do this shit. Ah. There's full moon too. Yeah, why not? We got wine. Wine ain't that bad. Okay. Got our cup. Now I just need a finger pricker to turn off this fucking AC. Okay. Now, unlike a lot of people, I do this shit for real. So I have to prick my finger. And I have to put blood in that wine. I can't just... do the ritual without using the blood. And that's because in draconian magic, you want to always give the blood. I ain't going to sit and stone with you guys, man. They say, oh, you don't have to give the blood. If you don't give blood, it's not going to work. It's not. Here we go. Drop of blood. Drop of blood in the wine. Because the dragon is in the blood. And I still have my sigils from earlier too. Aha. Put a little blood on the sigils. Aha. I'm going to use that later on. But let's see what it says to do. Take the chalice in your left hand. Okay? Chalice in my left hand. And the dagger in your right hand, and go to the four cardinal directions and say these words. Okay, so I need a knife. Okay. Big ass knife, look, a damn sword. So we're gonna use this. Take the thing in your left hand, the cup in your left hand, the sword in your right hand. Okay. Face the west and say, I open the gate of the sunset. I open the gate of the sunset in the name of Leviathan, the great serpent that rules in the great ocean of the universe. Leviathan, Lataniver, Liftak Clifat. In the south say, I open the gate of fire in the south, and the name is Asmodeus, daemon of flames, who comes with the scorching rays of the sun. Within Asmodeus, Ipakol, Liftak Clifat. I open the gate of the sunrise in the east in the name of Lucifer, the Lord of the air, whose light brings gnosis, liberation, mindless ignorance, Lucifer, Astro, Liftak, Clifat. I open the gateway of the black earth in the north in the name of Belial, the adversary, spirit of transgression, Belial, Baba, Badad, Liftak, Clifat. I open the gateway in Empyrean realms in the name of Lilith, the dark queen who rides on wings in the night. Ama Lilith, Liftak, Clifat. I open gates in the underworld in the name of Hecate, the lady of the crossroads, who holds the keys and doors to hell. Hecate, Genagin, Liftak, Clifat. Open the gate to the underworld in the name of Hecate. Oh, I already do that part. Face the altar holding the chalice at level of your chest and speak the following words. I open the... Oh, wait, I'm supposed to hold in my left hand. I open the gateway. I open the gate to the realms of the light and darkness within the name of the ancient serpent that lies coiled in the underworld of my soul. May the dragon of the void arise within me, and may the venom of the serpent become the elixir of immortality on my way to godhood and power. Tohim, Reginon, Liftak, Clifat. I am the flesh of the dragon. I am the blood of the dragon. I drink the blood of the dragon, offering my own to be united with the primordial essence. Offer a few drops of your blood into the chalice. Aha, I did. Cool, see? Into the chalice and anoint the ritual blade. Hold your blade over the flame of the candle and burn the blood thrust the dagger into the earth if you perform the ceremony outdoors, and shout aloud. I'm not outdoors, so fuck all that extra shit, bro. And I ain't got a flame over here, but I got an incense thing, so here, put it on top of that flame. Shabaga! Shout aloud, may the blood unite and the flesh of the gate and the gate open before me. Ho Ophis, Ho Achios, Ho Dracon, Ho Magus. Direct the focus of the energies to the ritual and the chalice and drink the sacrament, visualizing you are consuming the blood of the dragon. Okay, let's drink this shit. So that's the dragon's blood, huh? It's kind of fruity. It's better than I thought dragon's blood would taste. Here, spirits, here's some dragon's blood for you guys. Alright. So feel how it feels flowing through your body. I did. I feel lit. Empowering it with living fire and transcending from within. Concentrate on the feeling and combine it with your favorite Kundalini exercise. Your spine and third eye upward. Okay, I could do one of those. Huh? Okay, we'll read this shit. Whoa, why do I feel like this? Whoa, why do I feel like this? I mean, I drink that dragon's blood. I feel, shit. 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 A nigga feels like he about to stand with your back straight, arms by your side, and palms palms of your hands direct towards the ground. Relax, clear your mind, take a few deep breaths, imagine veins of the earth beneath your feet. With the dragon's force, breathe deeply, and each breath feels like energy moving and vibrating, warm and pulsating, as if you were standing on the dragon's body. This feeling will be empowered if you perform a practice outdoors, barefoot on the ground. But it also affects. It's also effective if performed in a home temple. Vibrate the words Vavin. Vibrate Vavin in a low, long sound. It should make your whole body shake. Yeah, it makes colors more vibrant. At the same exact time, imagine that you pour energy from the vines on the earth through the soles of your feet. Is this anything I really need to go through? Should we read a different book? We might read a different book. I feel like I've been through this book already. that book. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. That's just Olympic. Hmm. Yeah, no.